guys, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome old subscribers, welcome new. If you like my videos, please press the like button and please do subscribe. Alexa, what's the time, please?
The time is 5:03 p.m.
Right, as you can imagine, I did go up and see my mum Jennifer at Durrell Gardens today, all the way from Corey's Road, Rochester. I got back about 5:15 and I've been on the phone waiting to get through to a neurology assessment clinic where I thought I was going to get a face-to-face appointment for neurology. It's a telephone assessment. I've waited 3/4 of an hour on the phone. I started off at 13th in the queue to get through to a telephone assessment appointment, which is on a Friday, a few weeks' time, and the phone hurts my face. The whole point of going to neurology all those years ago when I first had trauma to the head was that I couldn't use the telephone properly because it made my face and jaw came out in pain. So they've obviously got that on neurology records. So I've been given a telephone appointment with a lady called Anna, a woman. So I got a taxi just after 11 o'clock, a red and white Volks taxi, I believe. Went round the back because the cleaners were cleaning in the front of the big building when I left and I didn't want to disturb them. So I went out of the back entrance of the flats, around the corner into the Volks taxi, where a very thin, slim foreign man with glasses was at the wheel. And my mum was booming out of his phone on his loudspeaker to him. I could hear my mum's voice talking to the driver. So he was, I was coming out. I was coming out the back way. So I got into the car seat. He went Durrell Gardens. I went, yes. Nice smooth journey up there. The driver went up Chatham Hill, along down the Upper Luton Road, right up to where my mum lives. And Karen, my mum's neighbour, was outside with her elephant Sainsbury's bag. So Karen was stood there in her purple coat, long brown hair, with her elephant Sainsbury's bag. And my mum told me to wait for her by the front door while she paid the taxi driver, which Jennifer did do. My mum was wearing a pair of black shoes, and I mistook them for slippers because she had slip-on shoes with bobbles on, like pom-poms, big black pom-poms. So I said, oh, they're a nice pair of slippers. And my mum said, they're not slippers, they're shoes. She gave me one of the shoes to look at, and they were indeed shoes, size 6.5. And I said, sorry, Mum. She said, don't worry, I'm not going to wear those outside to the shops because they look like a pair of slippers, slip-on shoes with a massive bobble stuck on the top with glue. Massive pom-pom like you put on the end of a handbag. Went in, sat down. I haven't been feeling too good for a couple of days, so I wasn't that talkative, to be honest. I didn't feel like it. I wasn't being rude. But I just, when you've got a slight pain, you just want to it hurts, doesn't it? Anyway, eventually put the telly on, flick through YouTube, various things on Prince Harry's book I was listening to, people talking about Paul Burrell, his opinion on Prince Harry's book. That was Princess Diana's butler, Paul Burrell. I was just flicking through different things on YouTube. Life Short, the red camper van, the lovely couple. They're really nice together. And they were in Norway, Life's Too Short. Lovely scenery in Norway. they had a bit of grief, you know, people not wanting to take pictures, etc. in shops. So I watched that. Later on, I put an old ITN interview with Princess Diana and Prince Charles and William and Harry playing by a piano. So I watched an old interview. It made me laugh. It made me roll up laughing. Prince Charles, King Charles III, has got a great sense of humour. So I was laughing at that. Mum always asks if I want something to eat, so she ordered me a takeaway from Pizza Go Go. And this time I got a chicken hot pizza. I just find it's the best clean tasting pizza, and the spaghetti bolognese that I have from here. So this is a chicken hot pizza. I got a spaghetti bolognese and my mum gave me one of her forks to eat it with the black handles. So I had that, and my mum went out to the takeaway delivery guy. I just sat down. My mum also went out and had a word with the dustbin men, and she went, oh, they're different dustbin men. They weren't so loud and raucous as they were in New Year. So she went, you won't get upset if I go out to the bin men, will you? I went, no, Mum, I don't live here. I don't get upset if you talk to the bin men. So she went off and had a quick chat with the bin men. She talked to the takeaway delivery driver. I just sat there. I wasn't feeling too good today. It wasn't until about an hour and a half into being with my mum that she told me that she thought Lisa Marie Presley had died. And to be honest, I didn't know. I said, I don't know, Mum. I said, ask Alexa. That's what I do. I ask Alexa. And yes, Lisa Marie Presley died at the age of 54. And I was shocked because Lisa Presley was my age. Well, she was older than me. She was 54 this year. But I grew up with Lisa Marie Presley, so I was shocked. Not only didn't I feel well today, I was actually stunned that someone very, very close to my age that I knew as a media celebrity since I was a child was dead. I grew up with the Presleys. My mum and dad always watched Elvis and Priscilla and listened to Elvis's music, and I was the same age as Lisa Marie. So I was just sat there stunned. Queen's dead. Lisa Marie Presley's dead. As I was going out of my property, my mum's property, it was announced on the telly someone else had died. So I'm just stunned and shocked and felt macabre. I'd also heard Prince Charles say in the interview in 1981 that he doesn't dabble with Ouija boards. He doesn't dabble with Ouija boards. And then as I'm coming out of my mum's property to get the taxi this evening, it's announced on telly someone else has died. I stayed till about 5:15. The neurology department phoned me whilst I was round my mum's, but I don't like to interrupt my personal time with my mother taking phone calls unless it's absolutely necessary, because I find it's rude having a conversation when you're sat talking to someone you haven't seen in a week. I hadn't seen my mum since last Monday, and I didn't want to interrupt the atmosphere by taking a call from the Neurological Assessment Centre. Maybe I should have answered the call, because when I got home and tried to call them, I was 13th in the queue. 13. Unlucky for some. So I spent some time with my mum. As usual, my mum gave me a bit of money. She gave me lots of things. But there was this taint of sadness that Lisa Marie Presley had died. I just couldn't shake it off. We've lost the Queen. people just keep like dropping like flies, and it's quite frightening. I enjoyed the spaghetti bolognese. My mum kept yawning, and she kept sitting in the chair going I said, Mum, have you caught the disease? She said, pardon? I said, Mum, have you caught the disease? The disease. I said, she's doing it now. Are we watching Shaun of the Dead, I thought? Am I the only one that doesn't do it? Just sat there. I just wasn't the same atmosphere as last Monday. I didn't feel the same. I tried to have a conversation with my mum, but, you know, I don't know, it just wasn't the same. So I've had my lovely spaghetti bolognese. I had a couple of warm gooey cookies, and I sat watching the television, and I was there for my mum if she needed to vent, but she didn't need to vent. She wasn't too bad today. She was just acting completely normal, with no stupid bits, no scissors, no being silly, which is good, because that's how life should be. Unless if you're performing in front of a camera and you want to act stupid, that's different. But she was acting completely normal. No madness at all. And she'd actually cut her own garden outside the French window. She'd cut it herself. She'd done that all herself. 76, and she'd cut it down all herself. If she'd have asked me to do it, I would have done it for her, but she said she wanted something to do and she'd done it herself, so fair play to her at 76. She cut and chopped the branches of trees and branches off. And yeah, but she's very fit for 76, isn't she? Because some old ladies are in mobility scooters and can't get up out of wheelchairs, so she's very lucky to be able to do that. And you know, that's it, really. Because there's nothing really. I can't explain it. When you're grounded and you're down to earth, that's you. That's you without the frills, the fancies, and the airs and the graces, and the things that you put on to impress or show other people that maybe you think that's funny. And people without that just can be dull and boring without the put-ons, you know, as I call them. Right, I'm going to do another video where I show you my post today, and I'm going to talk about the driver of the taxi on the way home. See you later.